may have heard a lot of discussion about sex and gender, or have a family member, friend, or coworker who is something other than cisgendered and heteronormative. If you just thought or said, "Wait, what?" this video is for you. Let's talk about sex. Not sex like the act of having sex, but sex as in sex characteristics, the physical or behavioral traits that are used to describe a person's sex. In humans especially, we tend to think of people as having one of two sexes, male or female. If we're going to talk about purely a reproductive process, then we can define male as any being producing sperm and female as any being that produces eggs. However, when we consider infertility due to surgery or being affected by age, genetics, or disease, then that definition ceases to work. Another thing to consider when we're talking about sex is genitals. Our society is actually very genital oriented, so much so that a person's sex is assigned at birth based on the presence or absence of a penis. This is usually used as an identifier because it's easier than checking a person's chromosomes, which are typically XX for female individuals and XY for males. The distinction, however, is not always so clear. Intersex individuals have variations in chromosomes, gonads, or genitals that do not fit typical notions of male or female bodies. What is gender then, and how is it different than sex? While sex and gender are often used interchangeably, maybe the most appropriate definition for gender is the behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits typically associated with one's sex. For the sake of this discussion, let's consider sex, what a person is assigned at birth due to their genitals, and gender, a person's identity or psychological outlook, whether a person considers themselves to be male or female or something else. This is the first of several videos about sex and gender, so if you've got a question about something mentioned or not mentioned in this video, you can either wait for the next video and I might discuss something that you're curious about, or you can leave a comment below and I'll do my best to address your question. Please be respectful. Thanks for your time. I hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you soon.